Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, October 27th. So, with me on the mic, I have two fabulous co hosts, my icy chili and my gorgeous moon. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. And I have to say, shout out to Atlanta. I had an amazing time over the weekend, with the exception of going into that loud ass restaurant, Midtown Social Bar and Restaurant. I will be putting a review for your ass, honey. We need to have a chat. But and shout out to the purpose of us going down to Atlanta was to surprise a friend of ours by the name of Karen Hester, whom I adore. Karen has been a part of my life ever since I was little, and she's always been like a big sister to me. So her birthday is actually today. So happy birthday, Karen. I love you, boo. I hope you have an amazing birthday and wishing you many more birthdays to have. And I love you dearly.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yes, and we have some comments in the chat saying happy birthday. Yes, and it's also the last week of October. So while we keep winding down, for the last few days of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, well, and honestly, breast cancer awareness it is all year round. But while we have a month dedicated to it, do not forget to send your organizations or your donation links, and we will be more than happy to share them here. Also, before I go on with the Breast Cancer Awareness Month information for today, I do want to remind you all to subscribe to a bitch. Come to auntiederek.com and hit the subscribe button where you won't miss any of the new episodes. And if you're listening on YouTube, subscribe there too, so a bitch can qualify for monetization. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, so to today's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I actually wanted to highlight something I saw, something sent to me by a friend. Shout out to Sharice. So she sent a clip from Jill Martin, who happens to be a New York Times bestselling author and a Today Show contributor. And she was talking about the importance of genetic testing. So we're going to learn a little bit about genetic testing today. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to watch a quick video together. And then we're going to learn a little more about genetic testing. So give me 1 second.
One thing, if you're afraid, a lot of people who are here today, a lot of people, friends and family, who I'm so grateful, were afraid to get tested. I'm saying it and ringing the bell right now. Getting cancer, going through chemo and radiation and mastectomies and surgeries, you do not get genetically tested. Do whatever you can. Take knowledge into your own hands. I mean, I had a clean, and so had I not gotten
Oop, I think I may have went out. Did my audio?
Yes.
Oop,
Yes, I think so.
were you all
I
able to
wasn't.
see the video?
Part of it stopped when she start to get into the information.
Ah, damn this internet. Spectrum, you will pay for your crimes.
Okay, I thought it might have been me, so I was like, let me be quiet.
No, and this is very important information. So the clip is quick, so I'm just gonna share it again and give me 1 second, and hopefully y'all will see it in its entirety this time.
just one thing, if you're afraid, a lot of people who are here today, a lot of people, friends and family, who I'm so grateful, were afraid to get tested. I'm saying it and ringing the bell right now. Getting cancer, want to go through cancer. Get genetically tested. Do whatever you can. Take knowledge into your own hands. I mean, I had a clean mammogram and sonogram, but as you always say, no. That takes less. One thing, if you're
So, were you all able to hear that?
It cut
I
out
sure hope so.
a lot of it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it ain't your fault, but and she's saying you don't want to go through the process of chemo, mammogram, things like that. Genetic testing can save your life. She said she went through a series of tests that all came out quote unquote clean. She said the sonogram, the mammogram, everything was fine, but she still went through cancer as well. What saved her was the genetic testing. And what is genetic testing? So I actually have a link here from the American Cancer Society, and I'm going to share that here. Give me 1 second here on slide 2. And you also see where it says, what is genetic testing? Understanding genetic testing for cancer. So, genetic testing is the use of medical tests to look at, to look for certain mutations, changes in a person's genes. Many types of genetic tests are used today, and more are being developed. Genetic testing can be used in many ways, but here we'll focus on how it's used to look for gene changes that are linked to cancer. And it says to learn more about the role of genes and how mutations can lead to cancer, they have a link where you can get more information. So it says genetic testing to help evaluate cancer risk. Predictive genetic testing is a type of testing used to look for inherited gene mutations that might put a person at a higher risk for certain kinds of cancer. The types of testing might be suggested for a person with strong family history of certain types of cancer. Let's see, a person already diagnosed with cancer, and family members of a person known to have an inherited gene mutation that increases their risk of cancer. And it says most people, even people with cancer, do not need this type of genetic testing. It's usually done when family history suggests suggests that a cancer may be inherited, or if a cancer is diagnosed at an uncommonly young age. And it says who might benefit from genetic testing. Genetic counseling and testing may be recommended for people who have had certain cancers or certain patterns of cancer in their family. If you have any of the following, you might consider talking to a genetic counselor about genetic testing. So here's the list as follows. It says several first degree relatives, mother, father, sister, brothers, children with cancer, many relatives on one side of the family who have had the same type of cancer, a cluster of cancers in your family that are known to be linked to a single gene mutation, such as breast, ovarian, or pancreatic cancers, which are sometimes linked to BR relatives with cancer that are linked to rare hereditary cancer syndromes, a rare cancer in members such as breast cancer or in a man or what's that retinoblastoma. Um, then it says a particular rare ethnicity, like if you have, and please forgive me if I mispronounce this, but it says Ashkenazi Jewish ancestry, which is linked to a higher risk of BRCA mutations. A physical finding that's linked to an inherited cancer, such as having many colon polyps, a known genetic mutation in one or more family members who have already had genetic testing, and lab tests of your cancer cells that show features that might be linked to an inherited gene mutation. If you are concerned about a pattern of cancer in your family, cancer you've had in the past, or other cancer risk factors, you may want to talk to a healthcare provider about whether genetic counseling and testing might be a good option for you. So that list of people that I just read, that is who will benefit from genetic testing. So yeah, I didn't even know such a thing existed. Hey, Libra Queen. But it seems that we need
Hey,
all these types of the testing, honey, to eradicate that deadly illness. So shout out to genetic testing. I hate that y'all couldn't hear Jill Martin talking about it, but that's that on that. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump right into the tea, honey.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, we like to start off with first the latest Diddy news, and we have more information about how long he will stay in prison. So you all should see here by way of vibe, Diddy's release date from federal prison revealed. So, Sean Diddy Combs' release date from federal prison has been revealed. According to Complex, records from the Bureau of Prison list Combs' current release date as of May 8th of 2028. That date will mark roughly 3 years and 7 months since the mogul's arrest in New York City in September of 2024. Combs' release date could come even sooner with good conduct time earned while serving his sentence, offering a sliver of hope amid a grim chapter. Combs was convicted of 2 counts of transporting individuals across state lines for prostitution, a violation of the Federal Mann Act, but was acquitted of the more serious racketeering and sex trafficking charges. His trial featured startling allegations of drug fueled freak offs involving male escorts and his former girlfriends, including singer Cassie Ventura, in hotel rooms while Combs watched and sometimes filmed. Yet the partial acquittal spared him a potential life sentence, and the prosecution's demand for over 11 years behind bars ended up being paired. Meanwhile, Combs' camp has confirmed that their client is actively pursuing a presidential pardon from Donald Trump. However, a White House spokesperson blasted reports that a pardon for Combs is seemingly imminent, declaring that there's no, I'm sorry, declaring that there's zero truth to these rumors. The president, not anonymous sources, is the final decider on partisan commutations, the rep said in a statement. Trump himself has said he and Combs were once friendly, but that rapper became very hostile. It would bring him closer to his family while receiving the rehabilitation he needs, was denied by the latest defeat amid the hitmaker's precipitous fall from grace. Oh, so they did not. So he won't be able to go to New Jersey. That's what this article is saying. Let me see the where did they get this source from? Oh, from Vibe. Oh, hmm. Oh, this is an old story. Yeah, I don't think they're talking about the same thing. Anyway, let me not confuse myself. So yeah, that's the. We have a comment. Can he go to hell instead? Head instead? Well, yes. Well, yes, he can. Well, y'all, so over the weekend, just out of curiosity, did any of you have a chance to see the Cash Money and No Limit verses? Or
No,
even see a little bit of it? Oh, y'all didn't see?
I
Okay.
I think we were holding the space when it was going.
Really?
Yeah, if
Well,
I'm maybe. I
I didn't even know about it until after it was over.
oh no, maybe I was in another space.
which I was able to, well, thanks to that loud ass restaurant in Atlanta, I actually forgot about it. But I was able to see it because they had it playing there. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot all about this, what's happening tonight. So thank goodness. And that was how I was able to see it. But
Yeah, I
baby,
didn't see it.
it was a good time, honey, and truly, it was like a tribute to millennials and young Gen Xers because the baby that was our era, honey, and all the songs that they were playing, whoo, honey, like we was all up in there twerking. That's how I said, it ain't nothing but a bunch of millennials up in here, honey, because look at everybody, honey, just getting up twerking. But there was a moment in it where Birdman, Tony Braxton's husband, came out and he made a speech. And he was talking about pretty much how, like, giving thanks to, everybody who support Cash Money, all the fans, da 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 da. But remember how Hot Boy Turk, Turk, the rapper who's currently in the middle of suing Cash Money over that
Hmm.
tour that he was on. So Birdman actually addressed him last with that on that
Oh,
verses, called him a bitch ass and everything. Baby, it was something
wow.
else. But Turk was actually watching the event live. He was out watching it live. He saw that and he responded to it. So we have Turk's response, honey.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Well, I have this link from Hot New Hip Hop and child. So it actually has two videos in it. We're gonna see one with him reacting to what Birdman was saying, and I hope these videos play right. We're gonna see that, and then we're gonna see his response to it. So give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. And Spectrum, please stop being a hater because this is good tea that my people want to hear and see. So let's see. This video should be loading soon. Okay, so this is what you'll see what Birdman said, and you'll see Turk reacting to it.
But we lost a lot of soldiers. But guess what? It ain't built on. We leave, we take, we gonna live off now. Let's go. Guess what? Ain't gonna never die. Turkey is dead. We got turkey in this. Long as I'm alive, guess what? Ain't gonna never die. Shout out to my nigga NBA young boy. NBA rich. Where the mic at? Who don't like it? We with all the bullshit. If you ain't with us, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, so that was a lot, right? Just imagine watching that live, honey, and the bitch was gay. I said, "Ooh, I cannot believe he said that." So
But
anyway,
embarrassing. That is
it
wild.
it really is, honey. And now this is what Turk had to say about it. So let's watch what his response. Ooh. Oh, it's telling us we got to watch on Instagram. So give me 1 second. Let me share that screen.
Busting in the car with my sister-in-law and my wife tonight. Because I was about to go the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie. I got to have people in my corner to say stop. And that's the difference from me and other niggas. I got people that not gonna say yeah every motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? You need motherfucking known men and known women around you. You feel me? For real, man. But it's all good, man. I don't kiss no ass, bro. I wish them dudes well. But man, I wish myself more well, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's just what it is. Gotta turn out.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there because I don't want YouTube trying to send a bitch any copyright notices, honey. But very interesting. And I still have one question about that whole verses. Like I said, it was a really good time. Everybody had it. The millennials had such a good time. But one question: what the hell was Kelly Price doing there? And when I saw, I mean, she was back there like she was gangsta boo, honey, had her arms all fist balled up, honey, rocking to the music. I'm like, what is going? Not sanctified Kelly Price, honey. What is she doing out there? And then Tamar was out there wiping Birdman's sweat. It was all weird, child.
That is what I was waiting for you to talk about because everybody's in an uproar about her embracing him or something. And then one of her sisters was like, "You always trying to steal Tony's man."
I mean, I I wouldn't want any of my brothers and sisters wiping sweat off of my man's body, but I mean, maybe they do things different in Maryland. I don't know where the Braxtons are from. I don't know.
It don't sound like it was coming from the other sister. It don't sound like it.
Look, we have a comment talking about we don't want to talking about wiping sweat off my man. Good, that way I don't have to beat y'all asses because I don't play when it comes to my man.
Your
But yeah.
man's is safe. I'm just saying.
Oh. Well, honey, well, speaking of like not being safe, child. Speaking, and we're still talking about the verses. So now talking about the No Limit side. So I'm sure you all remember that famous song by Mercedes featuring Mac. You ain't gotta tell me too much from the look in your eyes. I could tell you wanna
You want to
fuck.
fuck?
Uh huh.
You
Ooh,
ain't gotta.
yeah, that was
Hey.
that.
Well, it turns out the singer was actually there. The singer Mercedes was actually at the event. However, when
Mm,
they sung that song, they didn't invite her out, and they just kind of had the audience singing her part. She felt the way about that, honey.
I would too.
And yeah,
I'm right
and
here.
I have this link here from All Hip Hop. And you all should see where it says ex No Limit artist Mercedes calls out verses after being denied performance. And I just kind of want to point out, when it comes to Master P, the P stands for pattern, because this is what the third black woman who has come out to say that he ain't do right by them when it comes to contracts and money and stuff. So, I mean, you're saying. But anyway, let's see what Mercedes has to say about it. There's a quick video. Well, two of them actually. Her at the actual event. So, let's see here. Here's the first one.
In my life because I'm mad as fuck. But it's not a minute long, so I have to stay on here long enough so I can post it. But I'm definitely going to post this to my page because I'm sick and fucking tired of being fucking played with. I am supposed to be here just like everybody else. I don't know how the fuck somebody else got to sing my song, but not single one of theirs. This shit is fucked up and foul. But it's cool, because I promise I got something for everybody. I swear to God I got something for everybody. It's so many people that ain't even so. Look how many people that's not No Limit that's on this fucking stage. Do you see? I'm over here with Timberland. Why do they have me and Timberland on the side of the stage?
So that's the first one. And the second one.
Make me understand this. Do you see this? I got a whole fucking wristband, and these bitches didn't let me go on. Like, let me make it. How that sound? That sound deliberate, huh? Something just ain't right. It's cool though, because y'all can expect a lawsuit because I did not give permission for anybody else to perform my song, so it's gonna be a fucking problem. Believe it's up and it's fucking stuck. I'm not fucking playing. Bitch, bring them out, because I got them all day. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. Come my way, I promise. It'll get total fuck up. Coming. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Like, I'm over here trying to hold back tears and everything. My phone is ringing, because people don't understand. I can't make you understand. But please know, that nigga been bought bad business. He been janking promoters at No Limit. So fuck him. It's cool. You ain't got to worry about me no more. Not at
all. Did y'all hear what she said, huh? She said it's been janking promoters at No Limit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mac has actually responded to that. He responded to it on his Instagram. So let's see what Mac has to say about it. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen.
So check this out. I normally don't even speak on this kind of stuff, but I felt the need to address a very misleading narrative that's being pushed in regards to Mercedes and the song I Can Tell that I performed last night as part of the Versus battle. While Mercedes is someone that I've known for a very long time and we have a mutual respect for each other, Mercedes was not contracted by Versus for the performance last night. And let me reiterate, Mercedes was not contracted last night to perform at the Versus battle. I was. Over the years, I've performed the song several times without Mercedes. Mercedes has performed the song several times without me, and it hasn't been an issue until now. In regards to the song, I Can Tell, it was written by myself, Jabot, and Miss Peaches, who were all artists at No Limit at that time. It was recorded for Mercedes' Rear End album. Another false narrative that's being pushed is this idea that Mia X was put in place of Mercedes and sang her parts of the song. That is definitely not true. If y'all saw the performance, I always get the crowd to sing the parts of the song that I don't sing. I only perform the parts of the song that I wrote. I wrote the hook, I wrote the verse. I get the crowd to sing both Mercedes and Jabot's part, and it hasn't been an issue until now. While I understand Mercedes' frustration, should she have been a part of the performance, I think it would have been great to have her there, but she was not contracted for the performance. Let me state that again. She was not contracted for the performance. So this idea that another artist went performed her song, I think is very misleading because I wrote the song. You follow me? This is not a slight at Mercedes. This is just me addressing this and bringing clarity to this situation. So check this out.
Sound like a bunch of gaslighting to me, if we being honest. And I have to say, I know that fun because y'all saw when he was talking, won't nothing but spit just flying to and fro out his mouth. I know that phone honey got a shower when he was recording. Good
Damn.
Lord, honey. Oh my God. I'm like, why does he keep spitting so much? But yeah, that's a honey. That they had that girl there sitting off to the side over there with Timberland. She heard the song, and just like she said, you talking about contracts and stuff. There was a whole bunch of no limit, the people who weren't no limit or cash money up there, like Kelly Price or Tamar Braxton, who was wiping off her brother-in-law's sweat. So I mean, I don't know, but whatever. And it's not lost on me that he kind of looks like a New Orleans version of Swiss Beats and talking about verses. Like you can order Swiss Beats off of Temu, then you'll get Mac. I don't know. But go ahead, Libra Queen.
So that was gonna be my commentary. Like I understand not being contracted, but if she was there, what was the purpose of leaving her out? That's my biggest thing. Like I get it. If you get booked for different locations, the person's not available, whatever y'all have, whatever back door, hey, if I'm here and I'm doing this, you could do this, or hey, I'm doing this and you could do this. But for them all to be in the same room, why would you contract one and not the other if you know that they're all gonna be there? You get me?
Because that's what he do, honey. When it comes to the women, and to be completely honest, I was actually surprised to see Mia X was there. Because remember that whole debacle with the Essence Fest performance, and she
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 must have
had to
got his
drop out
ass
because
straight.
or she must have got her money. The check must have cashed.
Hmm.
So, and like I said, I'm not the biggest Just Hilarious fan, but he played in her face. Was sitting there talking about back when they did I Got the Hookup too. And Just Hilarious, and oh excuse me, Just Not Hilarious, but she took her ass up there and did her work, performed her contractual obligations, quote unquote. She was supposed to get a payment of I think what she got like partial payment, but I think she was owed a balance of $10,000 and she never got that money. So then Master P was sitting there talking about how her problems with the production company. Yet it's the production company who hasn't paid her. Whole time the production company is Master P's. It wasn't No Limit or it was another production company, but it's very Master P's production company. So that's who's not paying her. He's talking about the problems with them. Yes, the production company owned by you, sir. Like there's a pattern of you, and it's not lost on me that you, when it comes to black women in these contracts, you be a little
Not a
so
little, a lot of, a
a lot
lot
of
of. Speaking of, this is a little deviation because I caught something the other day listening. Where was I when Jess Hilarious was dating Chris Brown? Was I under a rock? Am I the only one that didn't notice?
Chris Brown.
That was a joke.
Was it a joke?
Honey, you know she is way too dark skinned for some damn Chris Brown, allegedly,
Well, that's what
allegedly.
I was thinking. And I was like, wait, what? But it was like something about a ring. And I don't know.
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
Cause I think isn't her ex-husband named Chris or something like that?
Mm,
Uh,
Her
I
ex
don't know.
boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend, thank you, bro.
I don't
Well,
know. I was like, what? Let me take this to Auntie because I was like, what the hell? I was so confused. What is we talking about here?
And if
yeah,
I'm
I
not
definitely see
mistaken, her
that.
current fiance and or husband, his name is Chris too. Don't quote me though.
Okay, so we starting to see another pattern. Let me start. Well, y'all, so sports ball people in the room. Y'all familiar with Adrian Peterson, right? I don't know
Mm-hmm.
who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, child his ass,
Oh
silly
Lord.
ass, driving under the fucking influence.
Do they not stop getting in trouble? Like,
Child,
damn.
clearly not. And for stupid shit. So, and you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Adrian Peterson arrested for DWI, unlawful possession of a weapon in Texas.
Mm. The place you do not want to get in trouble. Why they getting in trouble in Florida and Texas? That is not a place
That
you
part.
want to be in trouble.
And I have to say, is it me or does he look a little bit like Lil Woody? Do y'all remember who Lil Woody is, right? From the one
Mm-mm.
who was testifying on the Young Thug trial.
Mm-mm.
Well, anyway. Well, Adrian Peterson has been arrested after allegedly driving while under the influence, TMZ has learned. According to online records, Peterson was arrested in Sugar Land, Texas, around 10 a.m. local time Sunday. He was booked on one charge of DWI and one charge of unlawful carrying of a weapon. This is Peterson's second DWI arrest this year after he was popped in Minnesota back in April, shortly after the Vikings draft day party, when a police officer claimed they saw him going 83 in a 55-mile-per-hour zone at just after 3 a.m. Minnesota authorities say he blew a .14 blood alcohol content level. The legal limit in the state is zero point 0.8. Peterson's a legendary NFL player, appearing for 7 teams across 15 seasons, though he's best remembered for his incredible tenure with the Vikings. Adrian was also born in Palestine, Texas, a small town about 3 hours north of Sugar Land. So that's that one. And then now we actually have a picture of his his mug shot, where he really looks like Lil Woody. I was like, wow, are they cousins? Like, wow. But anyway, let me TMZ also has their mug shot. Let me share it with you all here. And there you go. So it says TMZ has obtained his mug shot. I mean, I don't really need to read the story. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But just so y'all can see, because I think y'all don't remember what Lil Woody looked like. Let me just kind of Google him real quick.
I feel
So
like folks who transition out of these high profile, they need help
The comments
because
say no, we don't want to.
what do you mean help? Because I know you're not doing what you used to do. Because he was a high performing athlete. He was at the top of his field at one particular time. And now it sounds like he might be an alcoholic and not making very good choices. And they really need some you know, professional help, I think. I don't know.
Mm.
Because something is up. They be doing too much.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're absolutely right. And I'm glad you actually said that, because he most certainly is an alcoholic, and Anthony Hopkins says so. But we'll talk about him in just a moment.
oh,
But do y'all see what I mean by that man look just like Lil Woody, honey?
like
Or
a
is it
bald
just
head.
me?
It's probably, shoot, I can't see it very good, but I see a
Oh,
bald head.
now I know I need new glasses, but y'all ain't gonna sit here in my face and act like I'm crazy.
That
I
first
mean, I guess a
picture,
little bit.
yeah, that first picture from the side kind of he does look like him.
A
Look,
little
and we got
bit.
a comment talking about, so I mean, girl, fuck you. He said, you like 5'6". Oh, not too much on my man. Well, yeah, and speaking of, like I brought up Anthony Hopkins, um, he made a comment about alcoholism, which I think is very, very valid and is a really good segue, because Moon said that, yeah, he's an alcoholic. And it's clear, if you get arrested for two DUIs and DWIs in 1 year, there's a problem. Like, the first one was a fucking problem, but you doing it again? Like, really? Anyway. So y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Anthony Hopkins says he realized he was an alcoholic after what? Driving drunk.
I love me some old Sir Anthony Hopkins. Boy, he been that guy.
Hmm. Well, and he's opened the Anthony Hopkins, who's been that guy. He's opening up about the terrifying night that forced him to face his battle with alcoholism.
Mm, mm,
During an
mm.
appearance on the New York Times, the Interview podcast, the Oscar-winning actor recalled the moment he hit rock bottom. I was drunk and driving my car here in California in a blackout. No clue where I was going, when I realized that I could have killed somebody or myself, which I didn't care about, Hopkins said. He continued, I could have killed a family in a car, you know. The realization, he said, was the moment everything changed. I realized that I was an alcoholic, and I came to my senses. Hopkins said. Soon after, he saw a former agent of his at a Beverly Hills party and confessed, I need help. Hopkins described what happened next as a quote unquote spooky moment. A male voice inside him told him, it's all over. Now you can start living. From that instant, he says he's craving to, I'm sorry, from that instant, he says his craving to drink was gone. Now, nearly 5 decades sober, the actor reflected on his journey, saying, there are monstrous difficulties in life. But finally, approaching 88, I wake up in the morning going, I'm still here. How? You know what? I'm gonna tell you how, because you made good damn decisions. It took that one time being behind it, your ass driving around drunk in California in the blackout, and it took one time to say, you know what, this is a problem. And then he went to his agent and said, "Girl, I need help." I'm sure he didn't say it like that, but you know, not in the comments. Maybe you meant Woody Harrelson. No, I meant Lil Woody. And that Adrian Peterson man looks just like him. But yeah, I agree with Anthony Hopkins, and I think it's time for Adrian Peterson to maybe have a come to Jesus moment. Cause, bruh, a second time, the first time was too much, but you doing the shit again, and that's why your ass now got an unlawful possession charge because you're a felon now, not supposed to be having no weapons in an open carry state. It's just all, child.
Thinking you the bee's knees, honey.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
little
you keep
fame
fucking
on the
around, you're gonna be
football
in jail and
field.
be on your knees.
Right? That
When
little
do it become?
applause.
When do
It,
it becomes?
You
Or
so
no?
mm, get their head all fucked up and hearing all that applause and shit in the football field. But yeah.
And shout out to Jasmine Masters. When do it become well, speaking of when do it become, Wendy Yosefo. So I'm gonna tell this story in two parts because both of them are just really nothing burgers, but they were in the news and I thought they were cute. But so you remember we talked about Wendy Yosefo getting arrested. Her friend from the show, Stacey Rush, who I have actually grown to like a lot. I actually love Stacey on the show, and I was so glad when I heard that she was going to be coming back for the new season. I'm sure a lot of people might not agree with me because they think Stacey's a bit much and she's a liar, but I find her to be quite hilarious. But anyway, she's talking about like her talking with Wendy about the arrest, and we have a quick clip, so we won't spend too much time on this story here, but this is by way of TMZ. And y'all should see where it says Real Housewives of Potomac star Stacey Rush details emotional Wendy Osefo meeting following arrest. So let me share my screen and we can all watch this together. Oh, let me rewind.
Curious your thoughts. I saw Wendy posted positively regarding a comment that you made on her Instagram. You two are clearly very tight. Have you spoken to her, and what's been your reaction to all this?
I saw Wendy last week,
Okay.
and it was emotional. I saw her, and we just held each other. I support her. I'm her friend, and I can't wait for her to tell her story.
I mean, yeah. Very kind words, very nice, seems very supportive. Now, in this same interview, did y'all see those other three girls in the background? So they are, I need to know more about these girls because they had me cracking up. But apparently they are a group of sisters called Smith Sisters Smith Sisters Live. And they looks like, I had to Google them, but from what I saw, it looks like they go around like commentating on people's podcasts, and they have one of their own. I think they have a show on Sirius XM, but don't quote me on that. I was just doing a quick Google search. But I definitely want to know more about these sisters because Andy Cohen asked them, was he invited to the cookout? And y'all have to see their response, honey. So give me 1 second. Let me share this. This is on Bravo's Twitter page, or Bravo's Watch What Happens Live Twitter page. Let me share my screen. Well, if it ever wants to come up, good Lord. Today, girl.
To be the
Okay, let
and
me
you're
rewind.
and I tell everyone you were the perfect boss.
Best boss.
And continue to be the
And
yes.
you're
And the mix, because the staff is small, you're like of the people.
All right. But am I invited to the cookout?
No.
Oh.
Do you can't just be handing those out.
Andy, if you want to be invited, you don't ask.
You don't ask.
I didn't think they would say no.
Also,
Not even as a guest?
no. We didn't invite you as like,
And they all said no
you
at
know
the
what?
same
I
time.
know. Guess what? You could come as a celebrity guest. Yes. Yeah. People would love that. Love that.
Well, I don't like, that's like a dotted line. That's like the fine print.
Yeah, like, and Andy might show up, and then you show up, everyone's so happy, we'll give you a rib, some potato salad, and then you can go on about your business.
And you will do the electric.
Yes. You will. Do you know how to do the electric slide?
Yes.
Do you know the cha-cha slide?
The wobble.
The Cupid shuffle?
What did we think of Stacey? What did we think of Stacey's twerk tonight?
Well, I can't twerk. Most improved.
Yes.
I can't twerk.
Yes.
Okay.
Stacey can dance better than me.
But baby, they told him quickly, no, all in unison, honey. They said, no, you can't go. And look, sometimes it's important. You got to remind people, they place. Let me see. We have we have some comments. All these nothing burgers. Can we order something else? Say, girl, fuck Andy. They say the cookout is a clan rally at this point, and say we need some fat and juicy burgers. Y'all are hilarious. Well, speaking of fat and juicy burgers, honey, y'all know how we talked about Queso quite a bit and his dad who testified against him in court. Well, our next story, he's going to be getting his sentencing date, daddy. So y'all see where I share by way of all hip hop. Queso's dad faces November sentencing after testifying against son and sending him to prison for life. So Abdul Robinson Sr. faces a November 21st sentencing date after making the devastating decision to testify against his own son, Jacksonville rapper Queso, in a murder trial that ended with life sentences. The 54-year-old father agreed to a plea deal requiring him to take the stand against Hakeem Queso Robinson in the Charles Lil Buck McCormick murder case. During his testimony, Robinson Sr. identified his son as the shooter and admitted to helping burn the clothes worn at the time, or worn during the time. My son, Robertson Sr. said after a long hesitation when asked to identify the shooter in dash camera footage shown to the jurors. The video captured McCormick being shot to death, and Robertson Sr. told the court he recognized his child in the footage because he knows his kids. The plea agreement came with Robertson Sr. hoping for a reduced sentence so he could return to his younger children. He told the court about his 8-year-old daughter wanting him to attend a dance and his 6-year-old wishing to play football together. Health concerns, including diabetes, failing kidneys, congestive heart failure, also motivated his cooperation. Queso received life in prison for McCormick's murder, along with his cousin Leroy ATK Scotty Whitaker. Robinson Sr.'s other son, Abdul Robinson Jr., was sentenced to 12 years on an accessory charge related to the same murder. The sentencing hearing is scheduled for 9 a.m. on November 21st, where Robinson Sr. will learn his fate after choosing family survival over family loyalty in one of Jacksonville's most high-profile hip-hop murder cases. Child. Could you imagine, like, well, we're not murderers, so of course we can't imagine this, but like Queso hearing that, yeah, I threw you under the bus because I want to go and, spend more time with your younger brothers and sisters. I like it's what? Well, bitch, you can't do nothing about it. You in jail now. That's probably what his dad is thinking. You in prison now, bro.
I mean, life. Boy, these folks would be really throwing their whole life away for nothing. Why are you trying to kill someone?
over
And
some
not you
damn
got a
rap beef.
family, and you took down your family too. It's not just you. It's you
Hmm.
and other brothers and cousins and a dad. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all?
I mean, look at the leadership. Look at the fit. What's that saying? The fish stinks from the head. And look,
No.
they father who was already a felon up in prison, sitting there, and he's the one sitting there. You help your son after knowing that your son shot somebody at that time. You done told the court that you helped burn his clothes, and then you throw him under the bus. Like, not justifying murder, because just as a father, like you just doing things way wrong. Like, this is I don't, it's. Mm-mm. I mean, these his sons literally had no chance. They did not have a fighting chance because look
No,
at the examples they have.
you're right. Yeah, their daddy's a piece of shit.
Hmm.
It's sad. It's sad. So sad. You was so close. I mean, I don't know what type of rapper he. I don't know his music, but like you were probably on your way to being, good, and now you just in jail forever now. Like,
Hmm.
Good is a strong word.
Oh.
I couldn't think of anything else. Oh, well, I mean, okay, he could have been a rapper.
Well, baby, when I tell you we here at Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea want no smoke with Jacksonville, nor ATK, or what's the other one, KTA, or LMNOP, or all any other acronym in Jacksonville, honey, who like to shoot people. We are cool.
Do
Okay, baby. This is all crazy and senseless and unnecessary. Well, speaking of fathers, honey, are you all? I know this is we're not really her demographic, but are you all at least familiar with Addison Ray or know
no
of
clue.
her?
A
Mm-mm.
who?
Who?
Addison Ray, honey, she's like a huge famous singer that's amongst young people, well, young white people, really.
Okay.
Well, anyway, her daddy, honey, just got married in Vegas, honey, after knowing this lady for 2 weeks. And she was at the wedding, honey. She was happy for him. So you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Addison Rae's dad marries in Vegas after whirlwind romance.
Hmm.
I ain't saying
Shut.
she a gold digger.
There you go. Well, Addison Rae's dad, Monty Lopez, just said I do again, and it all went down fast after a whirlwind 2 week romance with a new woman, TMZ has learned. Monty tells us he tied the knot Saturday night at a Las Vegas wedding chapel with Caitlin Nicole Robbins, a medical professional from Louisiana, where he's originally from.
Mm.
We're told no one else, including Addison, was at the ceremony. Okay, so I just lied to y'all. I thought I read earlier that she was at the ceremony. So it says we're told that no one else, including Addison, was at the ceremony. He says, I didn't tell anyone, Monty tells TMZ. I just follow my heart, and I've never been happier. I love this woman. We should point out Addison is currently on tour with Charlie XCX, and she and her dad would have had a strained relationship since she and her dad have had a strained relationship since his split from her mom, Sherry Easterly. Monty tells us he's always believed in love at first sight. After meeting Caitlin at a bar in Louisiana, he says they've been inseparable. And one night, when she caught him staring, he called her my future wife. Moments later, he proposed without a ring, and 12 hours after that, they said I do at the Little Chapel of Hearts.
Wow.
She
Girl,
better watch out for that crooked eye. That's what I'm saying.
wake that up.
But anyway,
Well,
my type of time, my type of time. Okay. Okay. You got 72 hours. You're not in love. Make it you next. Okay.
well, I wonder how with Monty and Sherry, like I wonder how did they marry fat? But it says here Monty and Sherry first married in 2004. They welcomed Addison the following year and later had two sons, Enzo and Lucas. They divorced once during Addison's childhood, but rekindled their romance and remarried in 2017 after Addison's TikTok fame. Things ended again in 2022 when cheating allegations against Monty surfaced, leading to another public breakup.
Monty
Sherry,
looked like a cheater.
oh, he
Mm-hmm.
really does. Well, Sherry later made headlines for her short lived fling with rapper Young Gravy, even sharing a kiss on the.
Wait, Young Gravy.
I have no idea who that person is,
Me
but
neither.
Man.
even shared a kiss on the MTV VMA's red carpet. Then it says, "Congrats, Monty and Caitlin."
You know what? I don't know why people think getting married is the way to go. I'm confused. Why are you legally hitching yourself to somebody you don't even know?
Young
Right.
Gravy, though. Who is that?
Look, I saw a rapper
He,
named Spot 'em Got 'em. I'm like, what?
Oh, I love Spot 'em Got 'em.
Yeah,
Stop.
ooh,
he
stop
looked
it.
like his name.
Stop.
He
He
looked like
do.
his motherfucking name.
He
That it
do.
makes
Oh.
perfect sense.
He
Mm-mm.
do. I ain't even gonna hold you. He do. But look, she said, "I'm finna get my groove back." That's what she did. She pulled a Stella because he
Yeah,
was
this
young
don't.
and her husband was doing. She was like, "I still got it. Stop playing."
Hmm.
Hmm.
And so she just needed a little reboot. That's all that was.
So we have a comment saying, I do not know nor care about adding an article about her damn daddy because we sometimes you have to call out the stupidity, honey. This is a man that clearly does not make good decisions. So-
Clearly.
but yeah, shout out to that professional, that healthcare professional from Louisiana, honey, because baby, she done came up. Get that money, girl.
I mean, does he have money? But also, you said we gotta call out stupidity. I mean, as a community, we have enough on our own plate, you know.
Ah!
But I mean, I guess if you like it, I love it for you. But also, does he have money? Because I don't think he do. Do he?
Let me
Maybe.
see. I can go Monty
Because if he got some coins,
Lopez.
absolutely go ahead, girl, get yourself retired. But if he ain't got no money, then what's she doing it for? It's love for real.
Oh, yep, he got a little bit. So according to Google, Monty Lopez's net worth is estimated to be $5 million as of 2023, though.
Oh, well, there you go, girl.
Okay, well, cut me
But
a check though.
that was 2023. Oh, we in 25.
Now, if I had
He
to
might
bet
be
on
in
that,
survival mode.
I would bet he had money. Ain't no
Yeah,
way. She married this man. He ain't got no money.
because
People have
Addison
done
Ray is
stupider things.
extremely popular. Like this girl, I only know who she is because
You only know her because what? See, even Spectrum
Spectrum.
don't like that line.
Spectrum didn't even want
Spectrum
to
do
hear
not like that man,
that.
and neither do I. Because Addison Ray ain't never in all my days.
Spectrum say no.
Not on my watch.
Yeah. Didn't even want to hear it.
look, that's fair. Sometimes Spectrum saves the day.
She probably looking
I'm
for
like,
a come up.
huh?
The man daughter is a superstar and he got a little coin. She said, "Here, my opportunity."
Mm.
And I would have said the same thing. Oh, you want to get married? And you propose me without a ring? And you get married? I don't care. You ain't got to have no ring if you Addison Rae's daddy, honey, because I see nothing but dollar signs around you. So,
Right.
All I see is dollars. All I see is dollar
I wonder if she
signs.
sing or she acts or something.
I think she
It's
do
gonna
all
come
of
out.
that.
I'm talking about this girl right here.
Oh, oh,
This is not
the
Addison Ray in the picture, is it?
it is, yeah.
Oh,
yes,
that's Addison.
yeah.
That's not the wife. Oh,
The
No.
wife is in the little circle picture.
oh, I don't see. Oh, let me see. I couldn't see her. I'm have to-
And they look like they for each other. Woo, Jesus.
Well, out of curiosity, speaking of, can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure I'm
Yeah.
coming in good. Okay. Well, speaking of like TikTok and YouTube and Instagram stars, honey, have you all heard of someone by the name of Mr. Crafty Pants?
No.
Who are you
Good.
finding these people? What?
y'all may have seen y'all may have seen his content because what he does is like he does like the DIY projects where he took a brick and made it look like a book and stuff like that.
Mm-mm.
Well, it don't matter no more, hun, because his ass been banned off the internet and with good reason because he's fucking nasty and he's a fucking pedophile creep.
Oh, damn.
Oh
I'm
God.
like, how you get banned off the internet? Well, that's it. There you go. Oh, Lord.
Well,
Oh,
you all should see here where it says, by way of TMZ, YouTuber Mr. Crafty Pants allegedly arrested for child porn. You nasty fucker.
Lord, save the children. At least the children, Lord.
Well, a popular YouTuber known as Mr. Crafty Pants has been arrested for allegedly possessing and trading disturbing sexual images of children online, according to reports. Authorities say Michael David Booth, who has nearly 600,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, was taken into custody last week after allegedly sharing explicit photos of minors through the social media app Kick, Wave News reported. And speaking of Kick, honey, that was the worst. Anybody who had Kick, you was looking to get in something. Yeah, anyway, that's my own personal opinion. But according to an arrest report obtained by the outlet, Booth allegedly had 6 explicit images, including three showing children under 12. He is accused of sharing more than 15 times at the beginning of August. Investigators reportedly began looking into Booth after Kick flagged his account, which was traced to an IP address linked to his home in Kentucky. Booth, who also has over 250,000 followers on his Facebook, across Facebook and Instagram, is known for his tutorial videos demonstrating custom DIY designs. He's been charged with possession and distribution of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor and was arraigned Thursday with bond set at $150,000. If released, Booth would reportedly be placed on home detention and barred from internet use pending his next court appearance, which is scheduled for Friday. And then there's been an update. It says a YouTube spokesperson tells TMZ, "We terminated the channel, Mr. Crafty Pants, for violations of our creator responsibility policy." Mm-mm. Baby, YouTube said, "Oh no, we don't know him. Cancel. Click. Next."
But, oh, Lord. You see? You see? It. They be coming out the woodworks. These people are nasty.
hmm
Mm-mm-mm.
And I just kind of
He
looked at
looked
like a
like.
couple of videos trying to get an idea of who this person was. And well, one, he does appear to be gay. I don't know if I mean, he just looks the way he was, his mannerisms and stuff. He just looks like he's gay, but I could be
Mhm.
wrong. But yeah, he just looked weird. The channel looked weird. He was just doing a bunch like he was. It took him 5 minutes to open a box, and he was just like,
Mm.
"Oh my god, oh my god!" Da, da, da." I'm like, what is happening? Like,
Well, look at him. He looked like he got sweaty, greasy, pasty. Ugh, he looks terrible. He looked like a.
mhm.
He looked like something ain't right.
Where that is very true. Where our last two stories, speaking of something not being right, honey. Now, this is actually not quote unquote celebrity news, but I feel like we're going to be hearing a lot about this because what happened was someone who works for the NYPD, she went to go get a Brazilian butt lift and ended up dead. And now her
Mm-mm.
husband wants answers. Her husband wants answers, honey.
Another sad case.
Yup. So y'all should see where it says here by way of TMZ, NYPD detective dies in Colombia week after butt lift.
Mm.
So NYPD detective Alicia Stone died a week after undergoing a Brazilian butt lift and liposuction in Colombia, leaving her husband searching for answers. Detective Stone, a 13-year NYPD veteran in the department's Internal Affairs Bureau, was reportedly rushed to Fundación Valle del Lily Hospital in Cali, Colombia. With me trying to, sound in my best Spanish accent, with. But after she was
Your
discovered
best.
unresponsive in her hotel room Thursday, According to the Daily News, she was pronounced dead about an hour later from an unspecified cardiac arrest. The late detective's husband, Michael Stone, told the Daily News, "The doctor who called me from Colombia just called me and told me my wife had just passed away. She didn't have any information to tell me when I was asking her. Something just doesn't add up." Michael continued, "I don't have the facts, and that's what I need, the facts of what happened." She was reportedly taking anticoagulants and pain medication while recovering at the hotel, according to the Daily News. Michael told the outlet that a detective has already been sent to look into the mysterious death. Detective Stone is survived by her husband and three children. A fundraiser for the family said Alicia's kindness, courage, and compassion touched everyone she met, both in and out of uniform. Her unexpected passing has left a tremendous void in the lives of her family, friends, and fellow officers. She was only 40 years old, and they ended with rest in peace. So I have to say, I'm with her husband. I'm sorry. Because some ain't 1 plus 1 is 2, honey, and they got in 1 plus 1 equal a Brazilian butt lift that resulted in a death. And then it's not lost on me that the department that she worked for was Internal Affairs Bureau, or IAB, which we learned from SUV that fellow cops tend to not usually like them because they come in looking into their stuff. So I don't know. And then the cop calling the husband, "Well, your wife just died." "Well, what happened?" "Oh, I don't know." Or excuse me, they in Colombia. So you don't know say, you don't know say. "What do you mean you don't know what happened to my wife?" "You don't know say," and then they hang up. Huh?
Well, they probably
Girl.
won't know till the autopsy. Sound like she might have an embolism.
Oh,
Something went in her bloodstream, and if they were injecting fat, I don't know. I'm just That's a speculation entirely on my part, but could be something else entirely. I don't know, but yeah.
that's a smart speculation. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
I have questions. Like, how did you allow your wife to go have a major surgery in another country and you don't know the details of her surgery? Um, Also, you allowed her to go to have a major surgery and she went clearly by herself. Also, um, I just, you know, mm, it don't rub me. It doesn't give me no warm and fuzzies because again, you let your wife, the mother of your children, of your three children, go to a foreign country to have a major surgery by herself, and you have
But that's
zero
not
details about who, what, when, why, and how
that's not
that
uncommon.
that was happening. That's your wife, and you're blaming people who don't care about, like, who don't have the empathy to care about your wife because that's not their family member, right? They are just doing their job. You should have taken the lead on that to know, hey, my wife is at this hotel. Hey, my wife is seeing this doctor, to be able to direct them, to give them more guidance on getting you the answers that you need as far as what the fuck happened to her. It just math not mathing to me, but rest in peace to her. I'm sorry that happened, and I wish their family the best.
Yeah, what I took from it, this was like probably a mommy makeover gone wrong. After three children, 40 years old, you kind of know how a
Mm-hmm.
lot of us around to say like, "Oh yeah, I'm still young, I'm still fabulous, and I want my body to quote unquote look it too."
Yeah.
So, and then they go overseas because it's a lot cheaper over
Oh, that's
there.
what
Lot.
happened. That's what happened to what's a college wife. He was at home with the kids, and she went to go get her mommy makeover and didn't make it back. It's
Hmm.
Um,
not an
Whose wife?
yeah.
what's his name?
DC Young Fly.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but the
Oh,
problem, so the difference between that, right, is that she wasn't there by herself. She was there with people. Like she went with,
Oh,
there.
okay.
She was with people.
What, like some homegirls or something?
Yeah, it was. I think a trip, like a girls trip.
yeah, but that don't stop complications. Don't matter who's with you, really.
Right.
You don't have
I
to
don't.
be
Yeah,
Right.
there.
I don't mind complications. I just think it's weird from my perspective, just based off of what was read from the article, that he don't have no information about your wife having major surgery. I guarantee you, if we compared the two, DC Young Fly had an idea of who the doctor was
Mm-hmm.
when she had the surgery, who she was
Yep.
with. Like, she's at a hotel recovering. That does, like, to me, that doesn't make sense because there's so many people who I know personally have gone to go get work done, and it's like a package. Like, it's a streamlined package. You go from pre-op to operation to a recovery house or something of that nature, or you have someone who you hire that's going to come and give you care wherever you're staying. Like, it doesn't, it just, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. It doesn't get me warm and fuzzies.
I hear you. Know I hear exactly what you're saying, and yeah, because and you just kind of see, like, because when you compare the two, and not to compare the two, but DC Young Fly's reaction of it, like again, like Quinn said, he knew what happened and he knew why it happened. He knew who did it, and he just like, now I got to tell my children and move on. This man is acting like a detective, like she was saying, "Oh well, I need to get to the bottom of this. What happened with my wife and why?" Like, yeah, I'm with Quinn. Why don't you have any of that information? And this is all, it's weird, but I honestly don't think this is going to be the last we heard about this. I suspect foul play. I'm sorry. I suspect foul play. I really do. But that's that on that, chaps.
Well, just watch this space. You'll see.
Okay. Well, speaking of foul play, honey, remember we talked about the Louvre, honey, how they did that iconic heist, honey, stealing all that art out of the Louvre, all that art and jewelry. Well, they have caught two suspects. Police in they in France have arrested two suspects. So y'all should see where it says here: police arrest two suspects in Louvre Museum crown jewel robbery. Excuse me. So French police have arrested two suspects in connection to last weekend's massive jewel heist at the Louvre Museum, according to local reports. According to Paris newspaper La Parisienne, Paris prosecutor Laurie Bacall announced Sunday the arrests were made Saturday night by the city's elite anti-gang brigade. Prosecutors said one of the suspects was detained at Roissy Airport while attempting to leave the country. Prosecutors said more than 100 investigators have been on the case since authorities raced to recover the stolen jewels and identify those involved in the massive heist. The theft went down last Sunday inside the Apollo Gallery. The suspects used a basket lift to scale the museum's exterior, forced open a window, smashed through a glass display cases, and fled with the crown jewels valued at around roughly $102 million. The entire operation took less than 8 minutes. The Louvre's director called the theft a terrible failure, and the museum was closed following the robbery. Prosecutors also criticized early media leaks about the arrest, warning they could interfere with ongoing efforts to track the rest of the suspects and locate the missing jewels. George Clooney joked with reporters at the AFI Fest that he was very proud of the robbers who pulled off the daring theft at the Louvre, calling it a terrible crime but admiring the boldness in jest. Prosecutors said the investigation is still ongoing.
Buddy
Yeah.
should have had his to go pack that day. You should have been ready to go that day. Not a week later. They Auntie, you should have been already been gone. But maybe next time.
Okay. Or maybe his sister can do it in a new movie called Ocean's 8. Let me.
Ocean 9. And that's what I came here to say. Now he admiring his proteges.
Yeah, they like, oh, whip up a story behind that. We finna do another Oceans, whatever.
Honey, you think they ain't on the phone with them producers, honey? Them producers and writers, baby. They said, "Oh, baby, we got to capitalize off this. Let's get it."
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And the older gentleman, he passed away too. He was funny in there. I
I
can't
forget his
remember his
name, but I know who
name.
you're talking about. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I have for us today. So
I didn't
I
get
just
before
good
have a
we,
morning.
question. How did you
uh-huh,
forget? the older gentleman's name, but you be knowing all these other people's random names.
You know what? Because that's the thing about reading a whole bunch of tea, honey. It's just so much shit jumbled in your head. It's kind of like how I can do a whole show, and then once the show ends, that people be like, "Well, what did you talk about on your show today, girl? I don't even remember." So
No, where was my 3 stories left? What happened? What do you
I'm
mean we done?
we done, girl. I'm so sorry. And I just when I was reading, I was like, "Oh, I didn't even give my 2 minute warning."
Like,
Last call for alcohol.
okay.
But the good thing about that is that we will be back tomorrow at our regular time, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, for another live show. But I have to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Oh, and go
Uh-oh.
ahead, Libra Queen.
I just have a question because I wasn't there. How was the night show? Ain't nobody told me nothing.
It was fabulous. We had a good time. Crystal told an amazing story. Um, she blended in very well with the rest of the crew. I got to see a few friends that I used to go to school with. They came in as well, so that was fun. Um, yeah, will I do another nighttime show? Hell, fucking no, absolutely not.
It
This
was an
is
amazing story.
daytime tea, honey.
Just as amazing as
He
Cheryl's
said I can't
story.
do
I mean,
no
different story,
arson.
but it was definitely amazing, Quinn.
It was. It was.
So if you have
Definitely.
not heard that, I would certainly recommend. So to my Libra Queen and anyone else who's listening, if you haven't heard Crystal's interview yet, I would highly recommend going. It was just as good as Shirley's interview. So
Duly.
Yeah. Look, Auntie said I am not Arsenio. I cannot do it. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna leave that nighttime to the pros, honey. Absolutely. I want to be in bed, honey, after a good glass of wine and a blunt at that time of the hour, not reading no damn tea. I want to read my tea during the day.
Hey, I ain't better. That is the truth, though. That is the truth.
But yeah, so don't forget, in case if I ever happen to change my mind and do another night show, you should subscribe to me so you'll be the first to know about it. Those who are listening, don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Go to auntiederek.com and hit that green subscribe button and subscribe to a bitch on YouTube as well.
And
Um, did anybody before we head out, did you have any tea that you want to share? Anything I might have missed? Okay,
I just
y'all.
love it. No, we good.
Well, it is always a pleasure. I hope to see y'all tomorrow. And again, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. You all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.